Do you need a napkin before we get started?
Do I have to eat the whole chicken nugget?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then no, I don't.
You better eat the whole chicken nugget, because then you get more meat.
You get more meat to sauce ratio.
Scott, I heard you're going for the back tattoo.
You know what? That was the rumor that was out there, but I've had a really hard time growing some facial hair lately, and so I thought just tattooing the beard on. What do you think?
Well, I think at HP especially, that'll help out, because isn't it statistically like 60% of the men have beards over there?
It is, and I'm getting left out.
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, we wanted to welcome you to On the Verge, our new online youth ministry. We can't come to you in the building, but we can come to you through the internet, and so that's what we're going to do.
Because we want to continue to disciple you, to understand that you are wanted, welcome, and loved.
During this time, we're going to have a bunch of games, teaching, challenges. We're excited to see what God's going to be doing here and in your lives as we are going to be going through this process together.
Yeah, I'm super excited about some of these challenges that are coming up. The games are going to be awesome, and we're going to be walking through James. You want to keep on a lookout because we're going to be dropping these episodes Sundays and Wednesdays.
So the YouTube channel that you're on right now, make sure you share this with your friends.
And we've got a full episode up ahead, so we want to invite up Andrew and Sam to get some hot wings shoved up in their face, and we're really excited about it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You start crying.
Keep going.
Just keep going. That's the point. I got it. That's the point. Pain is money. Got it.
What's up, guys? I am just so excited to introduce our next segment to you. This is called Hot Wings. And Andrew is my guest today.
Hold on.
So
Isn't it Hot Ones?
it is, but I don't know if we're allowed to use that like branding.
Sorry. This is a big deal. No. Are we in trouble for doing this? All right, we'll do it. Hot Wings. Woohoo!
Are we in trouble? Too late. You're in trouble, by the way, because we have right here 6 hot sauces. They range from not so spicy to,
This is the bad one?
yeah, all the way full spice. Gonna make you cry.
Habanero.
So I wanted you guys to see this, but we're just gonna turn it this way. And this is a way for you guys to get to know, our staff members here at Verge, and we're just gonna be asking some crazy, fun questions. So the first question, and you have to eat it while I'm asking it.
Okay, all
and
right.
then you answer
Then I
after
answer.
you've eaten it.
All right, this one is not too bad. It's creamy hot sauce.
What is the best concert that you have ever been to?
Ugh, I don't like hot sauce. When I was a kid, I went to KJ52 concert, which
Okay.
no one maybe still knows who KJ52 is, but it was pretty bad. I don't go to concerts. I don't like concerts. So
Okay.
I go to Life Fest every year. At least the past few years have been Life Fest. And they have some good concerts. They have, I don't know, people. I don't do music.
Okay.
I really don't.
There's people at the concerts. Good.
But I loved KJ52 when I was like 12.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
My first concert was a Kenny Chesney concert, and I was 11 and fell asleep when Kenny Chesney came on. So it was great.
My wife and I went to a Taylor Swift concert. That was, yeah, Taylor.
All right, next question.
That wasn't bad.
Good. It was the most mild, so hopefully.
Spicy mustard. All right, next question. I'm ready.
What is your hidden talent?
Ugh. I don't have any. I got no skills. I got no hidden talents. I really got. I got nothing. I can't juggle. I can't. I cannot. A hidden talent is I cannot do that glasses thing. You know how you make your glasses with your fingers? My wrists don't turn more than vertical. So a hidden talent is I can't move at all.
Okay.
All right?
I guess
Can you do
that's a
that?
good
Can you do
talent.
those glass things? Yeah, I can't do it. My wrist does not move. There you go.
Well, and you do woodwork and stuff like that. So
I do
that's
that.
kind of a talent.
I'm learning to
or
make
more a hobby.
tables and bookcases, and I'm decent at golf. Decent.
There you go. Okay. Next question.
No, oh, this one looks horrible.
Sorry, we're just speeding right through these. If you could have a TV show, what
Ooh.
would it be about?
These are serious questions.
Yeah.
If I have a TV show, oh my goodness, it would have to probably do something with sports because I love sports. I love ESPN, but I also love fail videos. So I think fail video, sports fails challenges would be really
Combo.
fun.
Yeah. Dude Perfect. Yeah.
I love Dude Perfect. Yeah, I just want to join their team. Dude Perfect is like my heroes.
Do all the trick shots.
right.
Next question. Kind
This
of
one dried
a
up a little bit. I appreciate it.
a follow-up of that question is, on that show,
Yeah.
who would you have co-hosting it with you, dead or alive?
Dead or alive? Like anyone in the world? Yeah. Oh, man. For some reason, my mind went to Abe Lincoln. I don't know why. Just say someone dead who's like really cool as Abe Lincoln, and this is like my go-to answer.
Does he know a lot about sports and
No, he
films?
doesn't. I would do Peyton Manning maybe.
Okay.
He's great on TV.
Abe is your first choice. Peyton is your
No,
second?
Peyton's probably number one.
Okay.
Peyton number one. He'd be awesome. That one wasn't bad at all. I'll take that one again.
We'll need to get different hot sauce for the next time. These aren't even like
I'll even wipe this one up a little bit. No, these aren't bad.
All right.
I mean, it's a little boring.
Foster got all of these, so I'm blaming it on him that these are not spicy
I can do
enough.
this all day.
All right, next question.
Yep, I'm sorry.
Knowing what you know now,
Okay.
what advice would you give your 18-year-old self?
Oh, I gotta be careful how I say these things. God's plan is far better than my own.
Okay.
When I was 18, I had a plan for my life. I knew where I was going, what I was doing. And things got weird and messy, and I thought, I got nothing. I have no idea what I'm doing in my life, and so a lot of wasted frustration and fear. If I would have just trusted God the whole time, I would have enjoyed the process a little bit more.
Yeah.
I would have been
good.
Joseph crying in the cell, and I shouldn't have been that. I should have been trusting God.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, the last one. This is
Last
the habanero
one.
sauce.
Put a little more on there. Just
I'll do a little
make
bit more.
it interesting.
I can do it. Oh, there it goes.
Perfect.
All right,
All right, our last question is,
dip both sides. I'm sorry, it was
is
dripping.
it spicy?
It's not bad. I'm so sorry. I could lie, but it's not bad.
I'm really disappointed. What do you think of garden gnomes?
Oh, there's some heat to that one. Not the question. That one.
That's the question.
They're really kind of freaky. Like if you were walking up to a house, and they had a bunch of garden gnomes. You don't want to judge people because it's very wrong and sinful, and we'll get to that in James.
Right.
But you got to break some stereotypes in your mind before you talk to that person without prejudice.
What
'cause
type of person has garden gnomes?
That's question number 7, and you were all out of chicken nuggets.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us on Hot Wings.
We're going to hop into our In the Word segment here. We want to make sure that in this time we're also seeking God for what He has to say to us. How can we take our next steps with Jesus in these next few moments? So we're going to hop into James. Over the next few episodes, we're going to look at what James has to tell us about how we can live in times like this.
So I'm going to read verse 1. And I just want to see what's God teaching us? So James chapter 1 verse 1 says, James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes in dispersion, greeting. So right from that get-go, we see just the word dispersion. So Bill, I want to ask you what comes to mind when you hear dispersion, and what do you think James is trying to teach us in our dispersion?
Well, the one thing that comes to mind, Foster, is as I look at the whole book of James, I realize that many people consider it to be the Proverbs of the New Testament. And James practically and faithfully reminds us, how Christians are to live. And what he's doing is he's addressing the Jewish people who have become Christians. And these Christians, the Jewish families were very close-knit. And because they were so close-knit that if you left the Jewish faith and became a Christian, you could be killed for your faith. So when it starts to talk about dispersion, these Jewish Christians are all going into hiding. They're all going out and getting away from the possible persecution, as we're going to see that he talks about in this. And it kind of reminds me of what we're going through right now. They were being dispersed because of the persecution that could happen to them, but we're all kind of dispersed because of COVID-19. So, as we start to look at the practical things and how James faithfully reminds us about what it's like to be a Christian, I think it really applies to the times that we're in right now.
So this is a little bit, maybe talk about dispersion. I don't know, this is a little bit kind of what we're going through. What's an example of what it looks like to be like in the midst of a dispersion or to be kicked out of your own home? That's crazy stuff. That'd be super hard.
I see a lot of this is kind of what Bill was saying. It's just isolated. You're feeling alone because James is, you think of it's written to people who are on the front lines, people who are in the fight. And when you're in the fight, one of the biggest things you feel is you're alone. isolated. And out of that, you're just filled with emotions and how you react, to which I think James does a really good job because it's God's word, but it really goes into just the first emotion he wants you to experience in this dispersion. And so verse 2 tells us about this, and can you just unpack that a little bit more? What does that mean?
Well, I love this. So like you said, James wants us to feel a certain way in the midst of all this, and it says, "Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds." And I think this is super interesting because what's happening here, really it says when you meet trials of various kinds. And I don't know about you guys, but my first response when I meet trials of different kinds is not necessarily joy.
No.
It's not necessarily joy. So I want to know, what's normally like your first response when you come up against something that doesn't go your way?
I kind of get really selfish about the whole thing, and how come this is happening to me? I don't deserve this. Why is this happening? So it's not this bursting joy that happens. It's more of a selfish, sinful, why me kind of thing.
Yeah, I often get into inconvenience mode because if you guys are like me, we always have a plan every day.
Yeah.
And what you either want to do. Either it's when you wake up in the morning, normally, like let's say if you're a student, you wake up, okay, gotta go to school, get on the bus, get this thing, talk to my boo, do whatever you need to do. During this time, it's immediately tossed to the side. Yeah. And we have to count this as joy. And if I was a student, even me being in my late 20s, it's just like, I'm isolated in my house, and I love getting work done, and I love hanging out with my son, but all of a sudden I'm packed in the house, and I can't get everything I want to get done. I find it as like, okay, this is an inconvenience season. It's hard for me.
Yeah. And I think that's so true. Like, my first response is anger or frustration at this trial that I'm coming up against. It's inconvenient. But that's not what we are called here to be or to do or to feel. And so when we find trials, James and God calls us to count it joy. We're supposed to respond in this attitude of joy, which shows that our emotions and our feelings shouldn't be connected to our situation. Right? Our emotions or feelings are not necessarily connected to the situation that we're going through. So even if we're stuck at home with annoying siblings or stuck doing e-learning all day, that's a trial separate from the way that we are called to live and act.
Well, I think it's fascinating you're bringing up the separation from emotions and situations because they're not connected. And when they're not connected, you're able to do what James says going forward. And it says, and let us remain steadfast. It's so to let it have its full effect on you. And so only by having your emotions detached from your situations can you then be steadfast. Yeah. And then when you're steadfast, what does that mean? It means you're able to persevere, not give up, run the race, not quit. Because when you quit, like, why do people quit things? When you quit a diet, Scott, why do you quit the diet?
Because I want the food.
You want the food. It's just like, Bill, when you quit working out because we know you hate running, it's like, why do you quit running?
Yeah, you're just sick of it. You just don't want to go on. It's just, I'm tired. I'm sick of the battle, whatever,
Yeah, we're seeing here just like he's relaying that then to our spiritual walk of let us be steadfast as you don't quit because you see the value in going to the end. Because then it ends with let it be perfect and have its full effect on you, lacking in nothing. So as you sit here, we're isolated, we're maybe feeling alone. Like, what does that mean for us? Like, be perfect, lacking in nothing today. What does that mean for you, Scott?
Yeah. Have steadfastness have its full effect and be perfect, complete, lacking in nothing. And I think right now, this is not true of our situation practically, right?
Yep.
We are lacking stuff. We're lacking friends. We're lacking, fellowship. We're lacking maybe some enjoyment. But we do have trials. We're filled with trials right now. However, we have a promise here that if we remain steadfast to God, who is calling us forward, steadfast in faith, resting on what Jesus Christ has already done for us, then it says that we might be perfect and complete and we wouldn't lack anything when we finish this race out. So we need to have, I think, a longer perspective here. We're not just, focused on what's happening right here, right now, but this is going to pass. And what we know is that through this and at the end, God's going to be on the throne through all of it.
Absolutely. Then we see situationally today, perfect and complete, lacking nothing. It's a very, it kills excuses. And so basically, James is telling us right here, there's no excuse as to why you can't respond with grace towards someone today.
Yeah.
because you have Jesus Christ in you.
Right.
And when you're persevering, when you're going after Christ, he's saying like, no, you have everything. I remember when I was in 4th grade, I loved doing my Sunday school homework. Loved it. And I actually, like, I was...
You weirdo.
It was part of the way that the Lord saved me because of my pride, because I wanted to beat all the kids in Bible bowls and everything. But one day, I forgot to turn in my homework, and my 4th grade teacher looked at me and said, Foster, a person who gives excuses typically means he's not good at anything else. And I was like, ouch, like that just hurt. But here, it's like, it's a soft blow, but he's just teaching us of, you don't need to give excuses. You can respond in grace. You can keep running because you have Christ.
Yeah.
And you're in the thick of it, and you can do it.
And that's where we're at today. You know?
I think it's a great lesson for us where we are in these times. So, yeah, we need to take it and apply it.
Amen. Hey, and that's what we're here and called to do. So we're so excited about that. But we are headed off to a next segment. We got some challenges for you, and we hope you participate with us.
All right, guys, so we are going to be playing a game called Balloon Cannon. This is our challenge of the week, so follow along at home. So basically, guys, what you're going to do is you are going to blow up your balloon, and in one breath, you have to let it go and push all of these cups off of the table.
So we get one balloon as
Yep.
big as we want, and the cups have to fall over or
Be completely off
they
the
have to
table.
completely go off the table.
Yep.
All right.
Got it?
I think Foster's going to win because Foster talks a lot. So I'm going to just be taunting
I
him.
agree with that.
Full of hot air. Full of hot air. Are you going to take that from Bill?
You know,
He's really old.
you're susceptible to the coronavirus.
I was
I'm
touching
susceptible
the balloon,
to
I'm
heart
sorry.
attacks, too.
All right, well, you guys have fun.
Let's do this. Who's going first?
You go. HP always goes first.
All right, HP's first because
HP
we're
first.
awesome. All right. So what happens when my balloon explodes?
And then you automatically lose.
Really? So this
Disqualified.
is like a game of chance or. All right, here we go.
Should we blow up ours in the meantime?
I'm scared. Okay, here we go. This is not enough. Somebody give me a drum roll. Let's go.
What?
That's the weakest drum roll ever. Oh! 8. That's quality. I mean, that's a pretty good run here. That's a pretty good run.
Okay.
So who's going next?
Bill's next.
We need help getting the cups up. Yes. Make sure you push them farther from the edge than mine were. Nice. Here's a little more space
Ready?
than mine, Bill. If you are.
Oh,
No, you just.
no! Come on!
What's happening?
What's happening?
Bill, you're really bad at this game.
I know!
Yeah, go. Yeah, good job, Bill.
Oh, that was horrible.
Oh, wait.
I
Don't
quit.
touch it. We gotta count them. 2, 4, 5. You got 5, Bill. That was not great. You think Foster will beat you in that? I don't
I
think
do.
so.
I think Sam gave me a faulty balloon.
I think they were cemented to the table. It's pretty much what happened. Wow. Oh.
Whoa.
Here. Oh, he's already leaking. Oh! So close.
Ah!
We got a tie.
How do we
run
break
this
a tie?
Let's run it again.
Okay.
We'll go one more. Yeah, all right.
One more. All right. You go first.
Okay.
I need to get my lungs back up since I'm talking too much.
Yeah, you do talk a lot, Foster. You're gonna make a man set up his own cups? You already hit the balloon?
It's actually my asthma.
You have asthma?
I have asthma.
That's not a great game for you.
No.
Foster.
You were ragging on me.
All right, here we go. All 10. No big deal. Off. And some to spare. That's what I'm talking about. Your balloon is so much bigger than mine was.
Listen.
Are your lungs better? You doing okay?
We'll see what happens.
Foster's just gonna pass out halfway through.
Okay. You know what? I wanna go this way, that way then. Different technique. Ready?
No!
We keep.
How about we blow up the balloon to see who's pops first? We go a tiebreaker.
Okay.
Wanna do that? can't do that. I don't want to high five.
High fives are bad.
We're also gonna wash this table with Lysol and bleach. Oh my gosh. Oh, my head's so light. I'm spitting. I gotta leave.
As the complete loser of this game, I would just like to challenge you to see if you could do better than I did and post those results online, Instagram them to us. Let us know how you did. Can you do better than me? Because I was really bad.
Hey, thanks so much for being with us at our first On the Verge. We're so excited. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you this Wednesday.